what was your inspiration?
My inspiration was, I started out with a social justice piece, and I knew that I wanted to talk about change in our society. And my split major is studio art and theater, so I was working on incorporating digital media into live presentations. So those two kind of came together in a way that just kind of impacted my life and the way I communicate with other people. And I started to see it, once you become aware of how you're talking to other people and communicating, it kind of just changes your life. I reach out to people, and I look forward to going to my grandmother's house, so it's about maintaining that communication.
One of the elements is oral history, that's a spoken piece that would be documented through other topics. Whether that's an interview, or it seems like at the end, I'm wondering if the elements of people revealing what matters to them, if that data was collected via what media was used to gather that data.
That's a good question. Okay, every medium. In person, Skype, email, instant messaging. Yeah, over the phone. I was able to just ask people these questions, and usually they were very compliant and would give me straightforward, honest answers. And a lot of what they had to say was really important. We can easily look at people and think that they don't have anything to share with our society, and it's just as easy to look at people and think that they have something totally meaningful to share with our society.
I was really moved by how concise people were able to be. And I just wonder whether or not there's some relationship between the media that we use and being so concise. For example, instant messages and Twittering require us sometimes, well, they enable flattering, but they could also require us to be concise.
Yeah, 240 words or letters or whatever it is.
In a way that has at the end of the piece has a very poetic dimension.
I was.
And sometimes ROFL is just really so cliche when I type it, but sometimes XOX is the most is like meaningful and simplistic. And it's interesting. I don't think I do that. But I'm using it to be really concise and just really think about both the scary parts of it, but also the advantages of the way that
I divided this play into two parts, the first act and the second act. And the first act is a lot about how we could use the social media in a way that connects us. There are conversations we could be having together. And the second part is much more about how that can break down friendships in a society. It's about how it sometimes it is inappropriate to say, ROFL or whatever it is when you're not really rolling on the floor laughing. So there are inappropriate things that are said often. Bullying on Facebook is a huge thing. So, yes.
There's one point when the father says Yelper is talking to her phone or something like that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if in your experience, especially in the context of phone, do people mistake talking with other people through a cell phone for talking to a phone?
Definitely. There is a lack of human connection in that moment when you're on the phone. And sometimes, it's easier to pretend you're talking to the phone than talking to the person, especially if it's a difficult conversation. passionate about some conversation you're having with somebody, you won't remember to think about everybody else around you, and it'll just be you and that piece of technology connecting you to a world that you're mentally in. So yeah, and I think that also people feel replaced by technology. You know, Iranji's character really feels like the computer and the television and the cell phone replace any communication that they would have instead of making them closer. So, you know, it's like those parents who leave the TV on as a babysitter.
Where do you come from the name
Yilper backwards is reply, and Iranji backwards is ignore. Good question. There's a lot of wordplay in the script, especially between digital media terms and theatrical terms. So like disconnected. Interface, that's another one. Yes.
It could just be my own filters and seeing with Lingo, but it sounds like you're encouraging a sense of responsibility that people should have when using media. Between the different acts, people are even though they're not actually having a conversation personally, when they're having a conversation over the text, they're being responsible and they're taking responsibility for what they're saying and actually having a conversation, as opposed to in the second half where people are just kind of putting up their whatever the thought is and not really thinking about the consequences of their actions and just kind of putting it there. Is that on purpose or?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of people I know who misuse social media. And what's put on the internet is permanent. It's in ink, you know. So yeah, definitely responsibility is a huge part of having any profession.